Hi, hello, hi. When I say Object Unicode 3 has had a huge step up, I mean it. From having new potential arcs, more character development, and so much more being introduced to the show as a whole, UE3 has brought a whole new lot of content for me to discuss. Following up from my ranking video, I can now confidently say some of my rankings are outdated. For instance, Cowboy suddenly thinks his team doesn't do anything anymore, which gave an opportunity for Pixel and Wii to do more. However, my main focus on this topic specifically are Unicode and Cracked Muggy. Unicode opened up and said he wanted to see what it was like to be normal for once, which I gotta give credit to Soup for writing a show host like that. Most object show hosts suddenly gain such a large ego boost whenever they become a host. Sure, there are some exceptions like having a contestant be a temporary host, but there hasn't ever been an instance where the original host of the show doesn't take advantage of their authority over their contestants. Seeing a character in OU open up for the first time was honestly pretty surprising. I was half expecting the episode just to have the characters continuing to be themselves in the land of happy and joy and joy, with some exceptions, of course. First watching the show, I fully expected Correct Muggy to be some filler, but seeing him show an emotion other than being timid 24/7 shows that OU is at a good stage right now in terms of development, and I'm excited to see what else Soup will do with more minor characters. Now you may be wondering, why me? Why are there arcs in this section? Have you not already covered every single possible thing in this section? Nope, I haven't. Because Soup just randomly decided to start a potential arc between Podium. Yay! First is slowly starting to become more gracious, while third is starting to show anger in more vengeful ways. The reason why I don't say third got angry is because that one actually has anger issues. What the fuck can you do about it? He's just showcasing anger in other actions such as robbing an innocent man. First is no longer aiming to be the best, it is just attempting to reach the requirements of goals now. I guess some other noticeable but subtle ones are Google not being overly upset about her elimination unlike season 1, another really slim chance of some conflict between Crest Cleaners and the rest of his team, and I don't really know if this one would work, but Pixel relating himself to Unicode? I'm not too sure, but yeah, I am looking forward to see what Soup does with all of these things.
Hello everyone, I'm Leafception and I was an ex-contestant of the Camp Stapy show. If you were in the server, you would know me as Q-Ball. If you're wondering, what is Stapy show and why is it so relevant? Here's why. So, more than a year ago, Superth hosted a Camp entitled Stapy show that I somehow got into. As you're seeing right here, there are some side characters that look oddly familiar if you were in the server. Yup, that's right, those are Stapy contestants. So basically, Superth told the whole cast after the camp got cancelled that he'll be adding some people into Object Unicode 3. I don't really know how he picked them, but for now, until further notice, I'll say that he handpicked them out randomly. So the characters that Soup included were Fancy Pants played by Gel, Telepod played by F-Channel, Drumstick played by Limecan, Boo Bale played by that one plushie boy, and Holiday Lights played by Sandy Witchy. Soup also included his own OC, Pacemaker, as the owner of a soup kitchen. The reason we included him was because Pacemaker was actually the main host of the camp, alongside Shape Tweenie, who didn't appear in the episode and is irrelevant. Sorry, Striker.
Well said, Leaf. Anyway, back to me. Not only does Soup include characters from Stapy, but he also included lots of other side characters. These characters were typically portrayed as normal citizens, owners of certain places, rich guy with other guys to jump a guy, tune maker himself, or a homeless dude on the street. Yeah, you heard me right, Soup added a homeless man to OU. Seeing Soup including all of these side characters and references that relate to his community clearly shows that he's connecting with his audience and cares for his community. I'm looking forward to see if Soup will use the RC's channel in his Discord for any future side characters as another way to connect with his fanbase. Okay, so editor Limey here. Soup kinda said that there aren't gonna be any RCs in OU for a while, so now that part kinda aged like milk, so yeah. Plot was pretty straightforward. Contestant gets out, challenge results, team goes up for elimination. I feel like it was just normal standard object show plot with nothing too crazy happening. Although making the most money isn't a common challenge, it did feel pretty standard when compared to the last challenges. Like, dog, how do we go from stopping a literal moon piece from falling into the earth, which is something so risky, compared to just running to another area of the world or make a quick book? I'm not saying those challenges were bad, but they could have had a little bit of more spice to them. One thing I will say though, is that the way each team decided to make money was pretty cool. I like how Dim Minded and team which is now the Container Crew, joined both of their ideas to make a food delivery business. But one day they'll say, why does water have powers all of a sudden? Why can Crest clear squeak calls with the touch of a finger? What type of logic is there anymore? What is so even about this place? So please write stuff like this matter. I'm begging. There are a couple other Easter eggs in the episode. First one isn't really an Easter egg, but I remember a couple months back in Soup Server, he was hosting auditions for the radio station song, I believe. God, he incorporated that. He opened them like right after OU2 finished, so good job Soup on being fast with us. Also, we can't forget the Red Warpipe run cycle.
Hey there, Soup. Soupy Soup, man. I see what you did there, you little jokester.
Oh yeah, I guess there's the building sign that says Super Society. Sure, that can be an Easter egg as well. Thank you all for watching this video. As of now, I'm still in the marching band season, so stuff is like really hard in terms of time management. But I think this video will be out soon, hopefully. Please, don't leave yet, there's bloopers. Funny bloopers, yes, stay, please. There are a couple other Easter eggs in the episode. First one isn't really an Easter egg, but I remember a couple back.
Yep, that's right. Those are State B contestants. So So more than a year ago, Fuck! If you're wondering, what is State B show and why is it so relevant? Oh my god, these fucking dogs, bro. Told the whole cast after the camp got canceled that they'll be adding some No! Contestants into the object. Fucking hell, bro. I hate this. Drumstick played by Ryan. I fucking hate. The contestants that... No, it says characters. Fucking hell, what am I doing, bro? Boo Bell played by that one player. But what am I doing, bro? Contestants is the Unique. Oh my god. Super hosted a camp entitled Stady Show. Hello, everyone. I'm Leafception, and I was a camp. As you're seeing right here, there's some side characters that look... I want to kill myself. There's some side characters that look... I keep saying characters.